Yo, what's going on, True Fam? Welcome back to the channel. It's Whiteshadow, and today, guys, we got probably one of my favorite new audio interfaces on the market right here. We're going to check this bad boy out, so let's jump into it. Alright guys, today we are taking a look at this particular interface right here. This is the Soundblaster K3, and I know what you're wondering. Wait, Soundblaster makes an interface? Yes, they do, and they make a pretty phenomenal interface. But before we jump into this review, I do have to give a shout out to my guys and girls over at Creative Soundblaster for sending this out to me for review. I have been using this for the past 2.5 months on my stream, testing literally every feature on this bad boy. So thank you guys so much for sending it over. This thing has been such a pleasure to use. Alright, so you guys know how I like to roll this. We're going to go ahead and go through the features and specs, and then I'm going to talk just for a while about how much I absolutely love this interface. So let's check out the features and the specs. I kind of said we were going to talk about the specs here, but they don't really list a lot of the specifications, but I will go ahead and say it runs the Procaster at less gain than what I have to use on my M-Audio M-Track 2x2. So obviously this thing has some pretty powerful preamps. And I mean, Creative knows how to make quality audio products. They've been doing sound cards for years. They are no slouch in the audio game. They are probably one of the #1 selling sound device manufacturer out there, so they're no slouch when it comes to that. It wouldn't surprise me if they had some pretty high-end preamps in this thing, which I'm fairly certain they do, because this thing needs some power. So that's a huge plus in my opinion for this particular interface. Some cool features about this thing are as follows. It is of course an XLR interface, and as you see on the front right here, this has 2 XLR interfaces, meaning you can run 2 microphones out of this thing. This would be great for a little podcasting interface. It's nice and compact, built well, and it's got 2 interfaces. You can run 2 mics. Now, the cool thing about these preamps are they also have 48-volt phantom power. You hit a button right here, and that will turn on the phantom power. I'm not going to do so because I'm using a dynamic mic, which does not require phantom power, but you have that ability for all of you guys out there that use condenser-style microphones. Just like other interfaces on the market, this does have 0 latency headphone monitoring, but Creative took it a step further. This does have 2 300 ohm headphone amps, and they are high-res certified. So if you guys needed an amp, a interface, all sorts of stuff all in one, you got it right here. I mean, it's crazy what they packed into this thing. Another very unique feature to the K3 Plus is it has 24 key auto tune. You heard that correctly. It does major and minor keys for auto tuning. You have all sorts of different types of options here. It also has a reverb engine, which is really cool. I'll go ahead and turn that on for you. You can pop that in, and it does a lot of different reverb. You probably heard a little click noise, but the cool thing about it is you can sit here talking reverb, and I can do the Halo theme song if you guys want me to. Another cool thing is you don't need to plug this into an outlet for power. It's all powered via micro USB, and another awesome feature behind that is you don't need any drivers or software to run this thing. Everything that's on here is on here in the device itself. You don't need all that extraneous software to do all of the reverb stuff. It's controlled via the interface. It's loaded on here, and you just press a couple buttons and boom, you got your sound effects. That to me is pretty awesome, and that makes this thing super simple and easy to use. We'll talk more about that in just a second though. Now, like I talked about the 24 key auto tune, you do have 9 reverb effects. I know he said it comes with reverb, but you have 9 of them. You can go through a ton of different characteristics of your voice. You can really fine tune it and make it nice. It also features bass and treble little tuning knobs that you can kind of tune to your voice and make it sound more pleasing. That's nice to have right there in front of you. You can mess around with all of the settings on this. It's got a voiceover option for people that want to do live music and stuff like that, or commentary. If you're into streaming like an Overwatch tournament or something, and you want to kind of hush out the background noise and kind of make your voice the presence over all of that background noise, you have a voiceover option, and it's right here built in. No extra software, no extra fluff, boom, right on the hardware itself. And I love that because it's all on the hardware, you don't have to rely on an external software that can get jumbled with OBS and all of that stuff. This thing is absolutely incredible, guys. I can't stress that enough. This interface just has so much going for it. You can link multiple K3s together to expand your setup for larger setups. The possibilities are endless with this thing. It's even got sound effects built in. You can do like clapping, you can do like a crow's macaw. Those are kind of gimmicky to me because I prefer to use my Stream Deck for that. But it's kind of nice that they added those in for you guys out there that don't have a Stream Deck and don't have the ability to get a Stream Deck. You kind of have a few little audio things to set off if something funny happens. You can do people clapping. It's kind of gimmicky to me, but it's there if you need it. This also is high-res certified. Like I mentioned earlier, it does 24-bit 48,000 hertz recording, and it also does 24-bit 96,000 hertz playback, which is great. I mean, that's some of the best you can get out there. Price of this thing at retail is right around 129 bucks. You can probably find it cheaper on Amazon, but I think at the time of this video, it is still sitting right at 129, which for 129, I would save up the money if I'm going for a Focusrite Scarlett 2x2 or a Solo or an M-Audio M-Track or whatever, like even a Behringer Xenix 2 802 USB or any of that stuff. I would skip all of those and get this bad boy. This thing is worth every bit of 129 bucks, and I want to explain why. So let's go ahead and get into why I love this thing. And it's hard for me not to talk about why I love this thing so much. So let's just go ahead and do it. The K3 is absolutely amazing, guys. This thing has completely changed a lot of stuff for me. I was going to go out and get a Roland IRA VT3 as a voice changer, and I was going to run that through my M-Audio M-Track 2x2 so I can have some extra gain for the Procaster and be able to switch my voice up and do all sorts of reverb effects and all of that crazy stuff. I don't have to anymore because I have it all in one. Now, this isn't as feature rich as say like the VT3 or a Boss Audio loop station or anything of that sort, but it gives me just enough options that I don't have to go out and spend hundreds more dollars to get like the reverb effect and all of that fun stuff that we like to play with on stream and potentially make somebody laugh, because that's what I like to do. I like to make people laugh. So I'm going to kind of demonstrate something real quick. You can do auto tuning, you can do major, minor, all of that fun stuff. You can go through, I think it's A through G, major or minor, and then they have the different variations of that. So what you do is you turn the FX and the mixing console on. Boom, it's on, and I can change it through all sorts of different stuff. So I think we're in B sharp, B, we're in E sharp, and you go through all sorts of stuff and then you can turn it off. I love the fact that you can do all of that with this, and you can have the voiceover. I mean, it's got just about every option you can possibly want in this little interface, and it's got enough power to utilize powerful mics. It's got enough power to utilize powerful mics like the Procaster. I'm pretty sure this would run an SM7B. I don't want to say yes or no because I don't have an SM7B to try, but I'm pretty sure it could, because if it can power the Procaster and it can power all of the Heil mics that I had sitting at the house when I was doing the reviews for them, I kept the gain relatively low on this bad boy. Right now I've got the gain sitting at, I would say 70-ish%. It's nowhere near 100%. I can even go lower. I think at home I have it fine-tuned on OBS to where I only need 60% gain, which is great for an interface of this price point. So whatever Creative did for this thing, good job. Like, Creative, you guys nailed it. I love the headphone monitoring system. I didn't need to, I actually used this over my X7, my Creative Soundblaster X7, a couple streams just to try it out and see how it worked. And it powered every set of headphones that I have beautifully. Didn't have clipping issues, didn't have any sort of sound issues at all. It sounded great. The preamps for the headphones are fantastic. So I don't know if they're using a similar amplifier from, like, say the X7 inside here, but whatever they did, it's awesome. They don't really put that information out there because I don't think Creative wants you to have to worry about all that stuff. They want you just to plug this thing in and stream, or plug this thing and create whatever you guys are doing. This thing, like the K3, it's just a good product. Now, some things I would like to see, these aren't cons by any means, but I would like to see some software. And I'm gonna kind of explain that real quick. So I don't want the software on like the reverb side. That stuff is cool. I would like to see the popping noise when you turn the FX on or off go away, but I would like to see some software to where I can go in and kind of edit and fine tune each of those reverb effects, or change or take away what I don't want inside the reverb effect to make it easier, because there's a lot of settings on here that you do have to go through. I guess they could clean it up a bit with a piece of software and say, all right, we're going to allow you to add more audio effects, or we're going to allow you to add different types of reverb, or we're going to allow you to add something that makes your bass go way low, or something like that. Just something crazy. That would be awesome. That wouldn't take away anything from this. That would kind of clean up all of those different effects and make it more accessible to you guys when you're using it on stream. But as it sits, this thing is awesome. It's got some novelties to it. It's got some really cool, useful features to it. And it's just a good interface, and for a good price, from a reputable audio brand that we've come to know and love in the PC world. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, give me a thumbs down, and just leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know what you think about the Soundblaster K3 Plus. This is a fantastic interface. It would be right at home in any content creator's setup. So go ahead and hit that link down in the description below to go check out the K3 Plus. It's a great little product that I think you guys should definitely check out. And if you do purchase one, let me know in the comment section, and be sure to post a picture of yourself and your brand new toy on social media and tag myself, TRUgaming, and Creative to let them know who told you about it. So guys, that about does it for this video, but if you guys want to follow me on social media, you can do so by hitting one of those awesome little links in the description below. Same goes for TRUgaming. If you want to follow them on social media, join their Discord, whatever, be sure to do that. And check us both out on stream. We are live Monday through Friday on our respective Twitch channels, also linked below. Check us out and come ask me questions about this. You'll more than likely hear me use the reverb effect on stream if you come check out my stream. Same goes for TRUgaming, because they have a Roland VT3. Might have to do a shootout video between these two to see which one has the best effects. Possible video coming, who knows? But anyway guys, I gotta jump out of here because we got more fun reviews coming to the channel. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Whiteshadow out.